Thank you, お姫様 honey.
Hello honeys, I've collected all 37 story chords in the original Aikatsu anime and I put them all together for you. Enjoy! 37 Girly Dwarf. Girly Dwarf is a snow white blouse and shorts set with ankle boots and tights. It's in last place because it's only shown half finished in the series. The blouse design is cute, but the design has been substantially simplified for the context of the scene. 36 Smile Dwarf. Also from the Snow White collection is Smile Dwarf, a vest and skirt set with calf-length boots. This design is too bottom-heavy for me. The low-waisted, midi-length skirt and chunky boots drag the visual weight down and away from the face. The patchwork patterns don't help since they're not a motif I enjoy. 35 Moonlit Classical Flower. Moonlit Classical Flower is a blouse, skirt, and pump set from the Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Its design has been simplified heavily in the anime, but I find it to be more cohesive than Smile Dwarf. The proportions are a bit awkward, especially at the waist, but it'd definitely be higher if it had a more detailed appearance in the show. 34 Violet Hatter. For having a fully polished anime appearance, Violet Hatter makes it this far. It's from the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland collection and is a jacket and shorts set with ankle boots and stockings. Again, the patchwork patterns are not my favorite, but the monochromatic purple palette makes them less distracting. 33 Geppetto Innocent. For Geppetto Innocent, it's a blouse and skirt set with calf-length boots from the Pinocchio collection and another victim of Vivid Kiss. The mixed patterns are more subdued here, but the brown leather accents muddy the overall palette. The hair ribbon is cute, and the overall design is fairly cohesive. It just doesn't match my personal taste. 32 Blue Glass. It's not fair that I let Blue Glass get all the way up here, but it's blue and I love blue. It's a Cinderella blouse and skirt set with pumps, and its anime appearance is very simplified. Although the vague geometric patterns feel at odds with the organic ruffles, and the neon armbands are out of place, the softer style is more appealing to me. 31 Grace Fox. Grace Fox is another Pinocchio design, and it's a sweater and short set with pumps and tights. It has a strong palette with a pink navy contrast that I personally enjoy, but the accents are awkwardly placed. The furry stole around the neck feels a little gross with the tail hanging off of it, and the symmetrical ribbons on the shorts add too much static tension to the visual flow. 30 Girly Violin. There's a similar issue with Girly Violin, a two-piece set with ankle boots from the Town Musicians of Bremen collection. The symmetry of the red ribbon appliques on the skirt create a horizontal line that disrupt the visual flow. Ideally, they would be offset so the eye keeps moving down to the ribbons on the boots smoothly. That one small detail derails the overall design for me. 29 Clara Carol. Clara Carol narrowly avoids the same problem. It's a nutcracker two-piece set with pumps and knee-length socks. The skirt ribbons are symmetrically placed, but the curved peplum between them helps keep the eye moving down to the shoes. I don't particularly like the proportions or the patterns of this design, but the visual flow is definitely improved. 28 Lovely Mage. I've warmed up to Lovely Mage a bit over the past year. It's a blouse and shorts set with pumps from the Arabian Nights collection. The pumpkin shorts still aren't my favorites, but the pastel color palette is cute, and so are those genie lamp shoes. There are some creative elements here that don't look too over the top for me. 27 Neon Rothbard. Neon Rothbard is a blouse and shorts set with ankle boots and stockings from the Swan Lake collection. The sheer black sections have always struck me as relatively mature for Aikatsu, but they try to tie them in with the black polka dots on the rainbow trim. I appreciate the matching belt too. For a triple denim design, it's not too bad. 26 Thumbelina Bouquet. I tried to place Thumbelina Bouquet higher, but it's just not working for me. It's a Thumbelina two-piece set with calf-length boots, and the onion-layered tulips in the skirt are deeply concerning. The overall concept is cute, and I like the rosebud sleeves, but those onion-like layers in the skirt are super uncanny to me. 25 Girls Magic. Girls Magic and Arabian Nights two-piece set with calf-length boots is the first design I genuinely like. The green and pink palette is refreshing, and I appreciate the creative interpretation of the magic carpet concept. The open-toe brown boots are definitely not my favorites, but the effort put into their tassel and ribbon accents is appreciated. 24 Pink King Mouse. I'm not sure why I put Pinking Mouse so far down this time around. It's a Nutcracker two-piece set with ankle boots and one of my favorite Aikatsu designs. The velvety purple sections are very appealing to me, as is the fluffy trim throughout the pieces. The little crown is adorable too, but it does feel a little basic compared to the rest of this list, so it's staying down here. 23. Rose Glass Princess. In comparison, Rose Glass Princess is at least more elaborate in concept. It's a two-piece set from the Cinderella collection, and the stained glass mosaic motif is a beautiful take on Aikatsu's signature rose patterns. I love the glass pumps as a Cinderella reference, and despite the lacking details on the top, the overall look is impressive. 22. Flute Mystery. Flute Mystery is a Town Musicians of Bremen two-piece set with pumps and tights, and although it's a very basic silhouette, I find it quite elegant. I like the cool analogous palette, and for what it lacks in textural detail, it makes up for in carefully balanced color blocking. I really enjoy all the fine details in its patterns. 21. Soul Marionette. I have always been harsh on Soul Marionette, a tube top and short set with pumps and stockings from the Pinocchio collection. The rainbow chain motif still looks out of place, but overall the design has grown on me. I can appreciate the textural variation between the different pieces, and the silhouette is quite unique for Aikatsu. 20. Growth Dorothy. Growth Dorothy is another design I've used up on recently. It's a two-piece set with pumps and tights from the Wizard of Oz collection. Maybe it's because I've seen so many more horrors by now, but the choppy layering of the skirt doesn't bother me as much as it used to. It's still a busy design, but the monochromatic palette helps smooth it out. The pops of red work well too. 19. Flower Prints. There are parts of flower prints that I could critique more, but I like the novelty of the prints concept too much. It's a jacket and shorts set with heels and knee-length socks from the Thumbelina collection. Once again, pumpkin shorts are not my favorite silhouette, and the large orange patches on them are distracting. But the embroidered jacket and flower shoes are gorgeous enough to make up for them. 18. Ocean Hex. Ocean Hex, a two-piece set with ankle boots from the Little Mermaid collection, might not deserve to be this high up. It's probably the underwater theme and the unique periwinkle base color that I'm most interested in. The marbled fabric accents don't fit very well, but I do like all the seashell jewelry and the boots. 17. Bubbles Mermaid. It's a similar case for Bubbles Mermaid, another two-piece set with pumps from the Little Mermaid collection. I love a mermaid concept, and I love the 3D fish scale texture on the top and skirt. The leg tattoos are cool too. But there are a lot of matte sections, like some scales and the blue fabric trim, that make the overall impact less impressive. 16. Peony Pattern Heavenly. Peony Pattern Heavenly is a blouse and skirt set with heels and stockings from the Tale of the Bamboo Cutter collection. I really like it because of its asymmetrical details, especially the sleeves. The traditional Japanese motifs and the gradient stockings are both unique elements for Aikatsu, which helps its design stand out for me. 15. Milky Wendy. As a Peter Pan blouse and skirt set with heels and knee-length socks, Milky Wendy's theming is admittedly on the weaker side. I'm not too into the pastel stripe pattern either, but I think its softness is very appealing, and I like the way that all of its frills and rounded shapes communicate youthfulness. 14. Magic Midnight. The witch motifs in Magic Midnight are also on the weaker side in terms of theming, especially for a Cinderella design. It's a two-piece set with knee-length boots, and the castle silhouette in the skirt is the only relevant detail we get. But it is a very appealing design. I don't mind the monochromatic palette. As basic as they are, the tiny witch hat and curled boots are very cute. 13. Gretel Flower. Gretel Flower, a blouse and skirt set with Mary Janes and knee-length socks from the Hansel and Gretel collection, is also very cute. I love the pink and orange palette, and the scalloped hemlines match the rounded shapes of the biscuit and flower motifs really well. All the little details feel well balanced to me. 12. Shine Witch. I'm probably giving Shine Witch too much slack. For a Sleeping Beauty top and skirt set with thigh-length boots, it could be doing a lot more. But I find myself very charmed by the sparkly blue accents and deep purple vine patterns. The full-length gloves are fun, I like the pointy shapes on all the pieces, and I don't mind that blobby circle skirt too much at the moment. 11. Candy House. Just missing the top 10 is Candy House, a Hansel and Gretel two-piece set with ankle boots. I love its interpretation of a cottage and the tiny door and window in the skirt. The textures are nicely varied throughout the pieces, and they have a strong level of theming. The longer skirt silhouettes aren't usually for me, but all the intricate details pull me in. 10. Peter Adventure. The asymmetry in Peter Adventure, a Peter Pan two-piece set with ankle boots and stockings, is great. The color blocking works well enough to distract me from all the denim, and I like that the variations in pattern and texture are united by a cohesive color palette. It successfully combines a childhood craft aesthetic with a dynamic fantasy hero silhouette. 9. Fine Drum. The sleekness of Fine Drum is hard to beat though. It's a Town Musicians of Bremen jacket and skirt set with pumps and knee-length socks. I find the animal motifs to be very cute, especially in combination with the marching band concept. The simplified color palette helps with the color blocking and gives the overall design a more elegant impression. The proportions of the silhouette are also very satisfying. 8. Hagoromo Princess. Hagoromo Princess is a tale of the bamboo cutter halter top and skirt set with wedge sandals and leg warmers. I really love the Tanabata concept behind all the fabric layers, and the patterns are layered beautifully throughout each piece. The trailing skirt adds nice dynamic motion to the silhouette, and all the jewelry has been executed with a lot of care. 7. Angel Alice. Angel Alice is another design I've been a little harsh toward in the past. It's an Alice's Adventures in Wonderland two-piece set with heels and knee-length socks. I still find the overall visual weight to be a bit heavy, mostly from the longer skirt and 3D jewelry appliques. But its pastel color palette and feather motifs are too charming to ignore, not to mention that teacup hat. 6. Señorita Scheherazade. The only flaw in Señorita Scheherazade, an Arabian Nights halter top and skirt set with sandals and leg warmers, is the centrally placed rose on the top. It's an incredibly strong focal point that can be distracting, which is a shame since the rest of the design is so beautifully detailed. Everything from the colors to the jewelry to the silhouette appeals to me here. 5. Sleeping Aurora. Starting off our top 5 is Sleeping Aurora. It's a Sleeping Beauty two-piece set with pumps. I love the contrast between the light pink base color and the dark purple accents. The central rose at the neckline is a bit too centered for me, but it's not big enough to be distracting. The white gloves and trim help make this design feel especially elegant. 4. Odile Swan. Odile Swan is a Swan Lake two-piece set with pumps and stockings that has even more contrast in its color palette. I love the feather motif, it makes a super unique textural element. The ballet inspiration is nice of course, but I enjoy the liberties being taken with it in the fishnet stockings even more. There's great balance in the color blocking and proportions. 3. Odette Swan. Even though it's also a Swan Lake two-piece set with pumps and tights, the sash over the bodice put Odette Swan into my top 3. The feather details are not quite as cleanly executed as they were in a darker color, but the impact of the red ribbon over the rich blues of the design is stunning. The gold jewelry is a lovely elevation too. 2. Snow Princess. For being a longer silhouette and a bottom-heavy one at that, Snow Princess has achieved a lot by reaching my top 2. It's a snow white two-piece set with knee-length boots and is full of incredibly intricate details. I adore the tapestry motifs and primary color palette. It's clean and elegant without feeling basic, and the darker colors feel fitting for the heavier look of the pieces. 1. Lilac Berry. I've mentioned it many times, but Lilac Berry is my number 1 Aikatsu coord. It's a Sleeping Beauty two-piece set with calf-length boots and the star of my all-time favorite Aikatsu scene. Sentimental value aside, the delicate flower fairy concept creates a ton of adorable details. There's a tiny flower petal hat, the mini cape, the embroidered flowers, and so much cute floral jewelry. Add a pastel color palette and I'm completely sold. Let me know your favorite story coords in the comments below, and look out for my choreography ranking in a couple of weeks. Bye bye!
Practice and practice. Understand?